out there, his head's down, he's trying to shake it up, his eyes look a little bit tired, so hopefully he can put in a good game or two and find a way to get a break back, but I think it's going to be almost impossible because Nadal has just lifted his game.
But when you look at him, do you think that going forward, let's say in 2 years' time, that he has the ability to perhaps sustain the sort of tennis that we saw at the end of the second set?
Well, no question about it.
It's not high-risk tennis. It's you know, it's the sort of tennis that you can play consistently.
No, definitely, and that's an area which he talked about, which you said, you know, he's been working on his fitness, trying to get stronger, and that's one area. If he can do that, then he can play that impressive tennis that he played in the first 2 sets consistently, and that's how you become a top 50, top 30, top 20 player, to do that week in, week out, and day out like Nadal does every single day.
15 love.
Could be the last chance to see it, but it's an impressive sight. The flying forehand once again.
30 love.
It's very unique, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got some speed behind it as well.
Mr. Nadal is challenging the call on the left near sideline. Ball scored good.
He's got a really unique, well, not unique, but he's got a special talent in being able to generate pace off both sides of his backhand. And again, it's just through timing more than real sheer effort.
1 fault.
Nadal correct. Second serve for the 18-year-old.
(30-15).
Just hurt himself a little bit there, Nishikori, I think. Not quite sure exactly where it is. It looks to be maybe his hamstring.
I think he touched his back a little bit as well, so maybe it was in his glute.
(40-15). Game, Nishikori. Nadal leads 5-3.
Well, on the stroke of a couple of hours, the top seed here has his chance to serve his way into the quarterfinals. Doesn't get it any easier from here if Nadal does win through as well. Ivo Karlovic is standing in his way. Formidable sight.
What a shame. Even he knows that he should have gone up the line.
15 love.
Right after this ball, he puts up his hands. Why didn't I hit that up the line?
(30 love).
Secure hitting from Nadal. He's not trying to do anything too clever here. First point, just happy to work his opponent. He can sense that Nishikori's struggling. And the crowd have really appreciated Nishikori's effort here.
30-15.
A match I'm sure they looked at on the order of play and thought, well, it's great, we're going to get to see Nadal, but he may not be out there too long, but that's not been the case. Been pushed all the way. But in the end, just had a little too much for his opponent, Nadal.
40-15.
Two match points.
Not just over yet.
40-30.
Trying to extend his stay here on centre court, Nishikori. Got to fight off another match point, though.
Games to the match, Nadal.
Nadal wins, he's through to the quarter-finals. And then a
By
match
2-6 to 1, 6-4, 3-6, 6-3.
reinforces everything we already know about the French Open champion, but tells us a lot about this man. Kei Nishikori was really the story of that match. Nadal, the top seed here, and certainly looking in impressive form. And he didn't drop that second set because he didn't play well. Nishikori really deserved it. Took his opportunity when it was presented to him. And the 18-year-old certainly looks as though he's set for a bright future. Maybe not quite as bright as Rafa's, but still, he's certainly got a lot about him. You can tell by the response of the crowd what they thought of that man's, or that teenager's, should I say, performance. Wonderfully skilled, full of maturity, and a star potentially in the making.
No question about it. He played a tremendous match today, and the crowd were well entertained. But back to Rafael Nadal. Now it gets very interesting in his next round against Ivo Karlovic. It's going to be a totally different match. It's going to be a few aces. It's going to have maybe a few chances to break, but it's going to be totally different. A little less entertaining, I would say, and a few shorter rallies.
Mental challenge, no question about it, on any surface, and Karlovic is a potential threat to anybody in any tournament, so Nadal will be concerned about it, but there's not a lot he can do about Karlovic's serve to upset that rhythm, but if he can hang on to his own and just wait for his chances. But certainly, as you say, a tough proposition for the top seed here, but I think he'll be happy with the time he's had on court. Over 2 hours for that match, and also with the way that he ended up playing, particularly serving in that final set. Just the 4 points dropped for Nadal in that final set, and responded beautifully to the challenge laid down by Nishikori after the second set. So he's still yet to win a title on grass, and one thinks that he will break that particular duck at some stage. Who knows whether it's going to be here.
No question about it. I mean, he's too good a player not to win on all surfaces, and he just gets better and better every year on the grass. So, you know, if you look at it, Nadal, if he continues this form and keeps on improving at the rate, he definitely will win a grass court tournament, and even maybe this year.
So that's all. So that's all from this match here. Nadal has gone through, but of course we await the next two players onto centre court here.